Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to 365 Days of Love and Miracles with the Course in Miracles. My name is Arlene Garris, and I'm so glad that you are here. Please remember to stay right until the end of the program because I have a special little treat for you. Today, we are reading from Workbook lesson number 3. I do not understand anything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place. We can see right from the start that we are building on our previous lessons, number 1 and 2. We go down the spiral, going ever deeper into an understanding of the Course. Apply this idea in the same way as the previous ones, without making distinctions of any kind. Whatever you see becomes a proper subject for applying the idea. Be sure that you do not question the suitability of anything for application of the idea. These are not exercises in judgment. Anything is suitable if you see it. Some of the things you see may have emotionally charged meaning for you. Try to lay such feelings aside and merely use these things exactly as you would anything else. We have a reminder in this first paragraph. We talked about this yesterday when the lesson read, try to apply the exercise with equal ease to a body or a button, a fly or a floor, an arm or an apple. And today we are being reminded without making distinctions of any kind. This is a really important part of the lesson because we are being asked to open our minds to the idea that we don't understand anything. I can tell you for sure, I know that I often feel like I don't understand my husband. And when I think I do, particularly if we're having a disagreement, I think I understand what's going on. I think I know what his motives are. I think all kinds of things. I make up stories. So this concept of starting to understand that I really don't understand anything is about me opening my mind to the possibility that there might be a different way of looking at things, of not placing my own meaning or what I think are my understandings onto anything, any person, place, thing, or situation. And we have an interesting thing going on just across the street from us this morning. There's a young man here. My husband and I live in a townhouse complex here in Mexico, and we absolutely love it. There's a wonderful variety of people from all over Canada, the United States, and about half of the people that live here are Mexicans. So it's a great mix. It gives us an opportunity to meet and get to know people from all over. And some of the people that come here for maybe 1 year or 1 season. Some people might just be here for a short term, for 1 week. So back to my story. There's a young man across the way who you might hear because he has his music on and he's singing very loudly. He seems to be completely oblivious to anybody else being around. Now, I don't know what's happening for him. He might just be a joyful human being. He's not a very good singer. But my husband and I had a little conversation about it this morning. Maybe this is what's happening for him. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. We don't know. We don't understand. We don't know him. So that tendency to make up stories about what we see or what we hear, it's really important to be aware of that and to start to challenge ourselves. So when I look at my dog, when I look at the things in my home, the things that I love, especially here in Mexico, We just had so much fun decorating our home Mexican style. The meaning that we put on these things, we don't really understand what they're about at all. And if I could literally think with God's mind, which I do ask for every day, I'm sure that I would have a completely different understanding than what I have when I think with my human mind. So that would include my understanding of my husband, my understanding of my little dog, Lolita, my understanding of the beautiful hummingbirds that we have buzzing around us. There's so much that we really don't understand from our human perspective. When we learn to see from God's perspective, everything changes. So that's really what this lesson is about. It's just accepting that from our human perspective, we really don't understand anything. Some of the things you see may have emotionally charged meaning for you. Try to lay such feelings aside and merely use these things exactly as you would anything else. This lesson is especially important for those things that are emotionally charged for us, particularly if the emotional charge happens to be negative. That's where I sure make up stories. Somebody hurts my feelings or ignores me, or maybe even just looks at me the wrong way, or maybe doesn't look at me at all. Suddenly I've gone off in my mind and I'm making up a story. I think I understand what's happening. They don't like me. They're mad at me. They're a snob. The list can go on and on. But I really do not understand what's going on for somebody else in their world. The best I can do is try to understand myself. So this lesson is really very important that we pay attention to those emotionally charged circumstances. The point of the exercises is to help you clear your mind of all past associations, to see things exactly as they appear to you now, and to realize how little you really understand about them. It is therefore essential that you keep a perfectly open mind, unhampered by judgment, in selecting the things to which the idea for the day is to be applied. For this purpose, one thing is like another, equally suitable and therefore equally useful. I love that here they're telling us that the point of the exercises is to help us clear our minds of past associations. When I look at people, places, and things, I have a past. I have experience. I have some knowledge that causes me to overlay, just like putting on a dirty pair of glasses. And I start to place judgments on those things. I see some things as good and some things as bad. But those are my judgments. That is my dirty pair of glasses. This lesson and the previous two lessons are inviting us to start to just see without having this story go on in our heads. To see things exactly as they appear to you now, and to realize how little you really understand about them. This is really very much for those of you who do mindfulness meditation. This is really the same idea, that we're learning to just see without placing our own perceptions, our own thoughts, our own stories. Give it a try. Once more, I invite you to do the lesson first thing in the morning, last thing at night, and try to just think about it during the day, especially as you're out and about, to catch yourself making up those stories. Catch yourself as you go into that place that I think we all go. Course is really about helping us to notice and start to change that. It's been wonderful being here with you today. Thanks for staying right till the end. Are you ready for our special treat? I do not understand anything that I saw in that video. Have a beautiful, blessed day, my friends. I love you.